Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Friday, February the 21st. We've got another 9-game slate on Friday, so we had a 9-gamer on Thursday, got a 9-gamer today. I've got some early player props, guys, that I do like for this slate, taking a first look at the board on Friday morning. I am recording this video the day of. Typically, I do these videos the night before, but there were no props available last night when I was going to make my video, so I had to wait till Friday. But yeah, we got some plays I like. I got 2 plays that I'm going to share and give out in this video, guys. We're going to talk through these plays. We're going to share why I like them. Now, before we do get started, make sure that you guys hit that like button down below. If you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And if you're new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, go sign up and use promo code NOAH. When you sign up with my promo code and place your first $5 lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So go sign up for Prizepicks, guys, and use that code NOAH. Now, I do also want to shout out Sleeper because we do have a partnership with Sleeper as well. You guys can go sign up for Sleeper, use promo code NOAH over there, and when you play $5, you'll get $55 worth of free lineups. So this is a cool promo Sleeper's doing, kind of similar to the one on Prizepicks. You play $5, you get $55. I think it's 11 different $5 lineups that they'll give you. But I'm pretty sure those don't have an expiration date, so you can kind of use them whenever. You can kind of pick and choose when you want to use them. But it's a cool way to kind of build your bankroll up on Sleeper. Just put in, 10, 15, 20 bucks, play a $5 lineup, get those $55 worth of free lineups, and then try and build a bankroll up off those free lineups, and then see what you can kind of do from there. But if you guys don't have an account over on Sleeper, go download their app and make sure to use promo code NOAH so you do get access to this promo over on Sleeper. But yeah, guys, before we talk through our props for Friday, I want to recap our plays from Thursday's video. So we gave out 3 picks Thursday. We hit 2 of our 3 plays, and then the other play was a push. So we took D'Angelo Russell over 5 assists. He had 5 assists at the end of the third quarter, and then he didn't play at all in the fourth quarter because he had to leave the game early with an injury. So that was super unfortunate. Felt like we could have got a full sweep on Thursday. But Russell got injured, wound up being a push. It is what it is. But we did hit the other 2 plays that we gave out. James Harden over 21.5 points. Jared Allen over 11.5 points. So hopefully you guys were able to cash in. And, let's see if we can get another sweep here on Friday and go 2-0 on these 2 plays. So looking at the 2 picks I like for today, guys. First prop I like is going to be on Devin Vassell. So we're going to take Devin Vassell for more than 22.5 PRA. So expecting kind of a bigger role here for Devin Vassell, tonight and really for the rest of the season. We got some, big news yesterday with Victor Wembanyama going to be out for the rest of the season. Now, Wemby was out yesterday, or he was already not expected to play yesterday because he was doubtful with an illness. Obviously, that news came out, and now he's out for the season. So we did see Vassell play without Wemby last night, and he wasn't great. He only had 15 PRA in that game against the Suns. He did play 33 minutes, though, had a pretty good role. He had 5 for 14 in terms of shot attempts. He didn't shoot the ball that well. Also shot poorly from 3, 1 for 5 from 3. We've seen Vassell play 3 games without Wemby this season. He's gone under this line in all 3 of those games. But if you look more into it, so one game against Chicago, he played 25 minutes. He had 22 PRA in 25 minutes. So he lost by the hook and didn't play anywhere near his full minutes. And then in another game against the Heat, he played 35 minutes, had 22 PRA, so he also lost by the hook in that game. Not a great matchup against the Heat. Also shot the ball terribly. 8 for 22 from the field, 1 for 10 from 3. And then last night against the Suns, had 15 PRA. Didn't shoot the ball that well, but also didn't have a great game overall. But 2 of the 3 games he's gone under this line without Wemby this season, he is lost by the hook. He's also shot the ball terribly in both of those games. The role for Devin Vassell is going to be really good with Wemby off the floor because when you take Wemby off the floor, it's just going to open up so much usage. This season, Wemby's leading the team with a usage rate over 30%. So not surprising to see guys benefit when Wemby's off the floor. And if you look at Devin Vassell's usage, his usage rate this season is 22.4%. But if you look at the minutes he's played without Wemby, his usage rate does go up to 26.1%. So it goes up about 4% with Wemby off the floor. He actually leads the team in usage this season. In the sample that he's played without Wemby, 26.1% usage rate. De'Aaron Fox right behind him with a 25.7% usage rate. in the minutes that he's played without Wemby. But clearly Vassell benefits with Wemby off the floor. I want to say last season in the games he played without Wemby, Vassell was pretty good in. Obviously things are different this year. He's playing alongside De'Aaron Fox. He's playing alongside Chris Paul. But Vassell has still shown an ability to be productive, playing alongside Fox. For what it's worth, he's gone over this line in 3 of his 6 games played with De'Aaron Fox. He's gone under his last 3 games played with Fox, but again, just kind of some poor shooting, 2 for 9 in that game against Washington, shot 4 for 12 against Boston, and then last night 5 for 14. If Vassell goes out there and shoots 4 for 15 tonight and he goes under, it is what it is, but the role and the opportunity should definitely be there, and that's what we really want to bet on. We want to bet on guys that are going to get the shot volume. Obviously, when it comes to like rebounding and assisting, Vassell's not a guy that's typically going to rack up a bunch of rebounds and assists, but I think he can probably get us like 5 or 6 rebounds plus assists. His RA line is set at 6. For what it's worth, he's gone under that in all of his last 5 games. Almost makes you want to think that he probably goes over today, just because we see this happen so many times. Guys, they're struggling, their lines are still high, and then they wind up going over. So I still think we can get like 5 or 6 RA from Vassell here. But if you're worried about the rebounds plus assists not being there, you could definitely take him for more than 16.5 points. I think that's totally fine as well. That's also a prop that I do like on Vassell. But I feel like if Vassell scores 17 points, he probably gets 23 PRA. But both these props I do like on Vassell. I think both are good. But that's what I do like as our first prop for Friday. And then the other prop that I like is going to be on Keon Ellis. So we're going to take Keon Ellis for more than 17.5 fantasy score. So Keon Ellis has been coming off the bench, and he's probably going to come off the bench the rest of the season. Ever since the Kings traded for Zach LaVine, Zach LaVine's been a starter. He's going to start the rest of the season. Even without De'Aaron Fox, it looks like the Kings are going to elect to bring Ellis off the bench, and they're going to start Malik Monk at point guard, which is totally fine because Keon Ellis has still had a pretty good role coming off the bench. If you look at his last 5 games coming off the bench, he's played 24, 32, 32, 29, and 23 minutes. So he's still been getting pretty good minutes off the bench, and this is a spot where I think we might see Keon Ellis' minutes get upped a little bit. Keon Ellis is a good defender. He's the best defender that the Kings have, especially when it comes to defending guards. You're going to need Keon Ellis in this matchup against Steph Curry. Somebody's going to have to chase Steph Curry around in this spot, and that's most likely going to be Keon Ellis. So I would not be surprised if this is a game where Keon Ellis' minutes get upped a little bit, and maybe he plays like 26, 27, 28 minutes. And Keon Ellis has been pretty good with De'Aaron Fox off the floor this season. He's gotten a nice bump in his fantasy points per minute. He's averaging right around 0.9 fantasy points per minute this season. And with Prizepicks fantasy score being 3 points for blocks and steals, that's huge for Keon Ellis, because Keon Ellis is a guy that has shown he can rack up steals and blocks. You look at his recent games in terms of blocks. He had a 2-block game, a 1-block game, and then you look at like steals. He's been racking up steals 1-1, 3-2. He can rack up those steals and blocks, which are huge for fantasy score. So I do like Keon Ellis for more than 17.5 fantasy score here. If he plays 24, 25, 26 minutes, I think more times than not he comes away with 17.5 fantasy score, especially with De'Aaron Fox off the floor. Without Fox, Ellis has seen a nice bump in his fantasy production, I should say. And I actually could take a look at this season without De'Aaron Fox. I know some of those games he played without Fox, he was starting. So, obviously things are different when you're starting versus coming off the bench. But in the games he's played without De'Aaron Fox this season, 21.2, 41, 23, 31, 22, 14, 28, 17, 42, 15 fantasy points. If we look at the games where he played between 23 and 28 minutes, in the games playing between 23 and 28 minutes, 15, 23, 14, 21, 22 fantasy points. There was actually one game earlier this season without De'Aaron Fox. It was against the Warriors. In that game, Keon Ellis did play 24 minutes and had 21 fantasy points. For what it's worth, in his 2 games against the Warriors this season, he has gone over this fantasy score line in both those games. We just said 24 minutes, 21 fantasy points, and then he played 21 minutes and had 20 fantasy points. Again, he's a guy that typically can average right around 0.9 fantasy points per minute when he plays without De'Aaron Fox. In this matchup against the Warriors, where they're going to need his defense, I think he plays probably upper 20s in minutes. And if we give Keon Ellis 26, 27, 28 minutes, I think more times than not he comes away with more than 17.5 fantasy score. Now, if you don't play on Prizepicks and you don't have access to fantasy score, I don't mind taking Keon Ellis for more than 11.5 PRA. I think that's totally fine. I just like fantasy score more because Keon Ellis, like we said, is a guy that can rack up steals and blocks. And there are definitely scenarios where he only gets like 8, 9, 10 PRA, but still goes over fantasy score because he racks up 2 blocks or 2 steals, something like that. So I like fantasy score the most on Keon Ellis. But if you don't have access to that, I think 11.5 PRA is totally fine as well. But yeah, guys, these are 2 early props that I do like for this slate on Friday. Going to keep it simple here. Running a little bit behind with my video today, so I wasn't going to try and force out a bunch of plays. Just found 2 plays I liked, and we're going to share these for you guys. And as always, I will give out more Prizepicks plays for today. I do provide those over on Patreon, so if you do want access to more Prizepicks plays from me, check out the Patreon linked down below in the description. Get access to my Prizepicks plays. Also get in our Discord chat. I'm always in Discord to help out, answer questions. If you ever need to get in contact with me, you can always do that through Discord. Plus, I do occasionally give out sportsbook plays on Patreon. I don't give those out often because I can't take sportsbook plays myself. So I kind of focus on what I can actually play, which is Prizepicks, the DFS apps. But I will occasionally give out sportsbook plays as well on Patreon. That's all available. Again, linked down below in the description. Check it out if you're interested. But that's what I got for Friday, guys. Good luck on the slate. Appreciate you watching. As always, hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button too. And again, guys, if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, go sign up and use promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. Check them out if you have not yet. But good luck, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys in the next video.